Now I'm going to show you that you can actually get a workout when you ride an e-bike. We are in the countryside, and I know from fellow e-bikers that I ride with on the internet that going on an e-bike on roads like these is perfect for the battery, because you actually lose quite some power when you're accelerating. So going in a city with all the traffic lights, starts and stops all the time, you will accelerate a lot, and you will lose a lot of power when you use an e-bike in the city. So this kind of driving on an e-bike is perfect when you want a lot of range. And also, to do a lot of range, don't push hard in the pedals. Just do light pedaling. I have tried to deplete the battery a few times doing this light pedaling, and I can do 80 kilometers on one charge, and that is when I go in the boost mode. So that's pretty good. Okay, let's push a little hard to get the heart rate up, going uphill. I'm doing 30 now, going up this hill. The heart rate going up, 140 now. $50, 52, should go down again. Now I have passed the top of the hill, and now check out the speed, how fast I'm accelerating. 25, 30, pretty nice. Oops, I have to go right here, just forgot, change gear, doing a fast acceleration. And as you can see on the speed now, 36, going above the cutoff from the electric motor again. I am riding in boost mode. This means that I get all the push the motor can give me. That should be 300% added to my pedaling. And you can see what you actually do when you're riding an e-bike. You are going very fast to the cutoff of the motor, and therefore you actually get workout. My heart rate now, 135. So that's okay. And now we're closing in to the top of a hill, and in a few moments we're going downhill. So that should give us a speed at about 50 kilometers per hour. So let's check the speed. 37 now. Changing to the top gears. 51. And I have to watch out for the cars here coming against me. No cars. Just check behind. No one. Yes. The road is a little slippery here. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so a lot of sand on the road. I have to drop a little on the speed because it's turning very sharp here to the left. And the motor should help me again now. It doesn't because I'm above cutoff. I'm still above cutoff. I'm doing all the work myself. When I want more workout, I can just adjust how much assistance I want from the engine, and then I have to do much more work myself. But this is what really gets you on the bike. You decide yourself how much workout you want. It's not the landscape, it's not the weather. This is what is really, really nice about e-biking. The engine is helping me now. Quite a lot actually. And now I really have to enjoy this part coming to the roundabout, because when I've passed the roundabout, well, then there's tailwind, no, sorry, headwind for the rest of the route. And I will show you what this effect has on the speed going on a normal bike without assistance. Of course, this would mean that the top speed drops. Just have to watch out for the cars. She's waiting, thank you. And now the motor really kicks in again, that's really nice. So now going in the headwind and check out my speed. 28, 28, 29. Might be pushing a little harder now. Than when I was in the tailwind. But still, my speed is almost 30 kilometers per hour. So that's pretty good. And I think we have ridden now for boom, boom, boom. I will say 12 kilometers. And I haven't dropped one bar yet from my battery, so that's very good. When you're going on an e-bike like this, you are doing a lot of zigzagging just to go on the good tarmac, because it's a pretty stiff bike, but I like it. I really like it. The bike is a BH Emotion, and the type is a race, so that's why it's so stiff. When I bought it, I thought this would be the fastest e-bike you could get because of the stiffness. But I was wrong. A week after I bought this bike, my wife was so enthusiastic about e-biking that she wanted one too. So we bought a BH jumper. The jumper is very soft, very comfortable. It has suspension both in the front and the back. Now check out the speed, how fast I'm going, accelerating up here. I've dropped the first bar now. I guess we have ridden 15 kilometers. Going back to the jumper and the speed. Well, on the first tour with my wife, which I hope she won't hear this, but she's not as fit as I am. And I thought, no problem. I will just whoosh and be away from her. But no, that was actually not what happened. And that is because the jumper is faster than the race. They both have a 350 watt motor. Here in Europe they are reduced to 250, but somehow the jumper just goes faster. When I'm using them for commuting to work, as I told you, the race is going about 30 kilometers per hour, but the jumper is going 31, 32, sometimes 33, and that is of course when the battery is full. So my initial thoughts for buying this bike, well, they were wrong. But am I happy with the bike? Oh yes, very much. I like the stiffness. I like the sportiness of it. So as you can see, I dropped the first bar when I had ridden 15 kilometers, and the bike has 4 bars left. With a little calculation, then I should have 60 kilometers left, and already I have ridden 15 kilometers. That should add up to 75. But the battery does not die when you have lost the last bar. On this bike you can still go 5-10 kilometers before the battery dies. But you should not deplete the battery. I have read on quite some web pages that it is not good for the battery to deplete it totally. I depleted it for testing, and as I have already told you, in boost mode I can go just above 80 kilometers. Now remember, that was light pedaling, that was going on back countries like this with almost no acceleration. And another thing you should take in consideration about the battery is, well, your own weight. I'm not a heavy duty guy. Well, my weight is 70 kilos, and I know that when you add weight to this bike, you will deplete the batteries faster. So the best thing you can do, if you really want more battery life, is do what I do now. Get some exercise on your bike, lose weight. We're at the end of the circle now. We have 2 kilometers left. I will push harder now to get more exercise. My heart rate should go up. 130 now. We didn't meet any Lycra guys today. That is one of my favorite things on an e-bike. That is passing those Lycra guys. Especially on an e-bike like this, where you really have to be a connoisseur to see that it actually is an e-bike. And most Lycra guys are going above 30, and with the wind noise in their ears, they won't be able to hear the whoosh from the engine. Now I'm pushing harder, and my heart rate is 143 now. Usually at the end of my ride, it peaks at 190, 150 now. You can see that I'm doing all the work myself. I'm going just around 30, and as I have lost the first bar, the top speed has dropped a little bit. 160. And my heart rate now is my heart rate. Come on, push harder. 62, 65, come on, 66, 68, 70, 75, 75, 77. Just have to watch out from the car. Right. 180. Now that's the end. Thank you for watching.